Evet sevgili arkadaşlar tekrardan merhabalar. Evet e, dersimizin bu haftaki 3. saati olacak bu videomuz. Şimdi kaldığımız yerden devam edeceğiz. Bakalım. Evet. Şimdi bir dakika. Ben sesi de paylaşayım da yanlış olmasın. Tamam. Şimdi burada kalmıştık arkadaşlar. Assistant Crew Director. Bu bölümde kalmıştık hatırlarsanız. Salary $2,600 to $2,800 per month. Bakalım neler gerekiyormuş. We are going to read this first and then we are going to find out the experience and personal qualities necessary to apply for this job, okay? We are looking for a motivated person for the post of Assistant Cruise Director. Duties, what are the duties? To meet and greet guests during embarkation and disembarkation. Evet. Embarkation dediği şey arkadaşlar gemiye biniş ve disembarkation gemiden iniş oluyor. Help the cruise director in planning guest entertainment and in managing the entertainment budget. Host daytime and evening activities. For example, parties, game shows, and bingo. To recruit, train, and supervise entertainment staff. And to socialize with guests and maintain a high level of passenger satisfaction. Well, the duties are really a lot, right? It's a tough job. So what are the requirements for this job, for this position? Let's have a look. To have strong organizational skills, to have experience working with large groups of people and public speaking skills, the ability to interact with people of all ages, to have a minimum of 2 years experience in public relations, entertainment, recreation or guest services, to contact for the job, 6 months on ship, 6 weeks holiday, and return airfares, meals, accommodation, and uniforms provided diyor. Contact diyorum. Contract'te yani imzalanacak olan kontrakta ne var? Yani anlaşmada 6 months on ship yani 6 ay gemidesiniz. 6 ay gemiden sonra 6 weeks holiday. 6 hafta tatil veriyor. Return airfares, meals, accommodation, and uniforms provided. To host a show, introduce a show anlamına geliyor bu arada. So, what is the experience a person need to have in order to apply for this job? For example, experience working with large groups of people and public speaking skills. They are required, and also experience minimum 2 years experience in public relations, entertainment, recreation or guest services. That is required as well. And what are the personal qualities necessary for this job? Such as strong organizational skills and the ability to interact with people of all ages. Yes, these are the experience and personal qualities necessary to apply to this job. Okay, let's move on then. We have 2 candidates for this job. We are going to read them first and then complete their profiles. Okay, let's take a look. Angelica Davies. I started working on the front desk at a hotel when I was 18, and I learned a lot about customer service skills there. I became a receptionist on a cruise ship 5 years ago. After 2 years, I moved into the entertainment department, and I'm now shore excursion manager. I give presentations to passengers to promote and sell excursions before we arrive each port. I also supervise the shore excursion staff. I think I have the right qualities for this job. I'm very outgoing, hardworking, and flexible. Okay, so Angelica has very good qualities, really. Now let's take a look. She is currently 28 years old and she is British. And what is her current position? She is shore excursion manager at the moment. What are her personal qualities? Well, according to her, she's very outgoing, hardworking, and flexible. That's her personal qualities. What about her education and training? Well, she had customer service skills at a hotel, and she worked as a front desk worker at that hotel. And what are her experiences and skills? Well, she worked at the front desk at the hotel first, and she learned about customer service skills. Then she has experience in giving presentations to passengers to promote and sell excursions. She also supervised the shore excursion staff. Yes, that's it, I think. Let's move on to the second candidate for this job. Bruno Rossi, age 32. Okay, let's see what kind of a person he is and if he has enough qualifications for the job. I have 16 years experience as an entertainer. I left school at 15 and started work in a gift shop in Rimini. I learned English talking to tourists in the shop. At weekends, I play in a band. I became a singer, musician, and DJ on cruise ships 7 years ago. I often help the cruise director organize entertainment, and I host lots of activities. I'm extrovert and friendly, and I enjoy entertaining people. I speak English, Italian, and some Spanish, and I'm learning French at the moment. Well, Bruno Rossi is 32 years old currently, and he is Italian. What is his current position? Well, he's a singer, musician, and DJ. Well, personal qualities. He says he's extrovert and friendly, and he enjoys entertaining people. What are his education and training? He worked in a gift shop, and he played in a band. And then he is learning different languages at the moment. Experience and skills. Well, he has 16 years of experience as an entertainer. Well, and he also helps the cruise director organize the entertainment. He has experience in hosting activities, and he also can speak several languages. Okay, now we have a third candidate, and we are going to listen her profile, okay? Then we are going to complete these places. Well, let's listen.
Unit 2, page 23, exercise 3.
I started working on cruise ships 3 years ago when I finished my degree in tourism. I only planned to do a 6-month contract to get some work experience, but I had so much fun, I decided to stay. One thing that really surprised me was the variety of jobs available on board and how many opportunities there are. I love being part of the entertainment staff. You have to work very long hours, sometimes 12 or 15 hours a day, but I'm a very energetic and enthusiastic person, and I love working with people of all ages. In my present job, I work mainly with children and teenagers. I organise and supervise various activities for them. You have to be very creative and very calm and patient in this job. I also help with the entertainment and activities for adults. And last night, I hosted the karaoke. Now I'd like a job with more responsibility and career prospects.
Okay. We listened to Julie Quinn, age 25. She is Australian and her current position is Youth Activities Coordinator. So, what are her personal qualities? Well, according to her, she is energetic and enthusiastic and creative, calm and patient altogether. So, what are her education and training? Well, she has a degree in tourism, and her experience and skills. Well, she has experienced 3 years of experience on cruise ships, and she organizes and supervises various activities for children, and she also helps with activities for adults, and she also hosts karaoke. That's her experience and skills. Okay. Now we move on here. Okay. Visitor centers. Well, Unit 3, we are going to listen to 2 speakers and we are going to guess which countries they are from first. And then we are going to listen to it again and complete this exercise. Okay. Let's listen to it first.
Unit 3, page 24. Exercises 1 and 2. 1.
Spain has a highly developed tourist industry that offers a wide variety of services to travelers of all ages and budgets. Backpackers on low budgets, experienced travelers on cultural visits to heritage sites, as well as family holidaymakers in beach resorts. There are oficinas de turismo, or tourist offices, in all major towns and resorts. And we give information on accommodation, restaurants, and of course places to visit and things to do. We also give out town plans, details about leisure activities and festivals like the Carnival here in Tenerife, Las Fallas in Valencia, or the Easter parades in Sevilla or Granada. Larger cities around the world usually have a Spanish National Tourist Office, and you can also visit the official website at www.spain.info. I think Spanish people are naturally open and welcoming to visitors, so the best information comes from the locals themselves.
2.
On the Chinese mainland, there are still not many official tourist information offices. My advice to visitors to China is that they should be careful of travel companies who say they are official organizations. This is because they are often only private travel agents. If you need information on China, the China National Tourism Administration has branches in most countries in the world. They are also called China National Tourist Offices. Off the mainland, Hong Kong and Macau have their own professional tourism agencies. At the Hong Kong Tourism Board where I work, and at the Macau Government Tourism Office, we offer free information, maps, and advice. And you'll find there are visitor information centers in the airports, both in Macau and Hong Kong. Macau has its own business tourism center too.
Yes. Well, the first speaker is, where is he from? What do you think? He's from Spain, and he talked about tourism in Spain. And the second speaker is from China. Now, I want you again to listen to these two speakers very carefully and correct the information in these 6 sentences. Yes. Evet, büyüttüm biraz arkadaşlar. Tekrar dinleyeceksiniz bu iki konuşmacıyı ve bu 6 cümlelerde hata var. Bu cümlelerdeki hataları bulup düzeltmenizi istiyorum, tamam mı? Şimdi tekrar dinliyoruz. Yanlışları buluyorsunuz ve düzeltiyorsunuz. Evet, hadi bakalım.
Unit 3, page 24. Exercises 1 and 2. 1.
Spain has a highly developed tourist industry that offers a wide variety of services to travelers of all ages and budgets. Backpackers on low budgets, experienced travelers on cultural visits to heritage sites, as well as family holidaymakers in beach resorts. There are oficinas de turismo, or tourist offices, in all major towns and resorts. And we give information on accommodation, restaurants, and of course, places to visit and things to do. We also give out town plans, details about leisure activities and festivals like the Carnival here in Tenerife, Las Fallas in Valencia, or the Easter parades in Sevilla or Granada. Larger cities around the world usually have a Spanish National Tourist Office, and you can also visit the official website at www.spain.info. I think Spanish people are naturally open and welcoming to visitors, so the best information comes from the locals themselves.
2.
On the Chinese mainland, there are still not many official tourist information offices. My advice to visitors to China is that they should be careful of travel companies who say they are official organizations. This is because they are often only private travel agents. If you need information on China, the China National Tourism Administration has branches in most countries in the world. They are also called China National Tourist Offices. Off the mainland, Hong Kong and Macau have their own professional tourism agencies. At the Hong Kong Tourism Board where I work, and at the Macau Government Tourism Office, we offer free information, maps, and advice. And you'll find there are visitor information centers in the airports, both in Macau and Hong Kong. Macau has its own business tourism center too.
Evet arkadaşlar. Bir bakalım şimdi cümlelere. 1. There are tourist offices in all the beach resorts in Spain. What is wrong with this sentence? Well, there are tourist offices. Yes, but where? Not in all beach resorts in Spain. but in all major towns and resorts in Spain. 2, they give advice on places to stay, eating out, and things to see and do, for example, sports events. Well, they give advice on places to stay, eating out, things to see and do, but the example is wrong. Not sports events, but festivals, like in Tenerife, Valencia, Seville, and Granada. 3, the tourist office usually gives the best information. No, the speaker says not the tourist office, but locals or local people usually gives the best information. 4, there are lots of VICs on the Chinese mainland, visitor information centers on the Chinese mainland. On the contrary, that is wrong. There are not many visitor information centers on the Chinese mainland. 5, some Chinese VICs say they are official organizations. No, some Chinese travel companies say they are official organizations. And 6, the Hong Kong and Macau tourism boards don't provide helpful advice. Well, that is wrong. On the contrary, they provide helpful advice. Evet gençler, şimdi süremiz doldu yine. Bu nedenle bu dersimizin geri kalanını da bir sonraki ders saatinde işlemeye devam edeceğiz, tamam mı? Şimdi o zaman bir sonraki ders saatinde görüşünceye kadar yine kendinize çok iyi bakıyorsunuz. Anlaştık. Hoşça kalın. Görüşürüz.